Hi, I'm Ben. I'm from Rug Radio, where I'm a host and creator. I'm here today at NFT.London, and I've got Maurice with me. Hi, Maurice.
Hi, Ben.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Have you just been speaking a moment ago?
No, so I spoke yesterday.
Oh, cool.
At
Okay.
10:20 in the morning.
How was it?
It was a lot of fun. It was really good.
Amazing. So, Maurice, you're really like active in the NFT community, but specifically in London.
Yeah.
We're obviously here at NFT.London. Tell us maybe a little bit about what you were speaking about yesterday, and maybe what you're doing kind of just more generally at the moment.
Cool, great. So, I spoke on the gaming track panel.
Okay.
So we were talking about the future of NFTs in gaming.
Right.
However,
Massive use case.
Massive use case.
Yeah.
I don't own any pay-to-earn games particularly. However, I do come from the consumer side.
Yeah, okay.
So I came from the side of what the people want to see in the future with gaming. And the angle I came from was Web2 gamers don't like NFTs because of what's going on.
Yeah.
So the easiest way I like to explain it is, if you're a mother or father, you see your child playing Fortnite, you probably think they're wasting time. Child comes to you, says, can I have your bank card? Can I purchase some skins in Fortnite? If Fortnite then disappears tomorrow, so do the skins. Because they're renting it for as long as it's open.
Sure.
So what I say is, imagine if your child could learn about blockchain and blockchain gaming. They can now trade those assets, they can sell those assets. But more importantly, they own it. So that's what I was talking about yesterday.
It's really good. And I think, I've been speaking with a few people here today, and one of the things we were talking about at the moment was the future of the metaverse. And what we agreed, the chap, Johnny, that I spoke to, we agreed that in the future, metaverse won't be a word, it won't be a thing.
It won't,
it's about just having ownership of the places, the people, the avatars, the characters, the skins, the assets, and being able to actually own those things and trade them as opposed to them living in-game. Okay, and that's something you're passionate about?
Very passionate. So, apart from, in terms of being active in the London community, throwing events, I also work on NFT incubation. So that's how I really got into the space properly with NFTs. So I was already a collector. I started out in Decentraland, the metaverse, and had a ton of fun.
I love Decentraland.
I went from everywhere, from casinos to parties to events, and it's been a lot of great fun. And
you've got all the POAPs.
I love POAPs. POAPs are probably one of my favorite things.
Let's break down POAP, right? Proof of Attendance Protocol. And so the idea there is that you can, as your character in any given metaverse, or let's call it game place, you can attend events, and when you attend them, you're rewarded with a token.
A token to prove that you went.
And that's the token to prove you're there. It belongs to you, it's irrefutable, you can't transfer it.
You can.
Can you?
You can actually migrate it off the NOS chain. When you migrate it, it will then appear in OpenSea and you can trade it back and forth. But because it's a proof of attendance protocol, no one wants to trade it.
No.
They want to keep it. So I think I've got around 75 parts at the moment. I met someone here actually. They're gone past 500.
So it's really interesting. I don't know. Do you know Ryan Carson? So he's the chap that he was working with Moonbirds and Proof, and now he has a fund, 121G. And he's a big influencer in the space, and he's using this fund to go and pick up and sweep the floor, it looks like, of lots of projects that look like they're about to do really good things. He's having daily spaces at the moment in Twitter.
Those spaces.
And when you go to his spaces, you can claim a POAP. And what he's looking to do with the POAPs in the end is he's going to allow people to join his project if they can show that they collected a number of the POAPs, because it means they've been on his journey.
That's really cool.
So I think there is this really interesting use case for POAPs.
It's beautiful. It's amazing
tokens, because it allows you further access. It gives people proof that you've supported them while they've been creating their content or putting up the activations that they've been doing. Tell us a little bit more about what you do in London then, more kind of holistically. What do you work on as a NFT ambassador for London?
So, what we work on at the moment, we work with a project called Metaverse Week. So the founder is Balbir Judge. So I'm one of the vice presidents. And what we do is we host events in London for a whole week, Monday to Friday, sometimes Monday to Sunday. And our aim is to bring awareness and raise the adoption from blockchain technology to metaverse and NFTs. So it's everything included, DeFi, everything. The reason we do that is because there are a lot of people in London that, one, don't know what NFTs are, two, don't have a community to start with. So we want to bring both of that to the events. We started off in June. That was just standard Metaverse Week. And then we started picking niches. So July was our film metaverse week, which was really, really cool. We talked about films in the metaverse. I've actually had personal experience with that, both with a VR headset and in Decentraland watching a indie film, which was really, really cool.
I saw that. I went to it.
Did you?
I went to that event. There was like a big cinema screen, and you could go and walk up to it. It wasn't far from the plaza in the middle. I remember.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I saw it.
I wonder if that was the same. Wait, when did you go? What month?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. So I
went in April.
Right. I work really closely with a contemporary artist who is absolutely incredible called Philip Colbert. He's the lobster guy. Cool. He's based in Shoreditch, just opposite Fox Park, and he is an incredible artist, and he actually owns the largest art-based space in Decentraland. It's called Lobsteropolis.
Lobsteropolis. Yeah. I've been there. That place is trippy.
It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. So he's the guy behind that, and I work really closely. I manage the.
He's from Shoreditch.
Yeah. Well, he's actually Scottish.
Oh, okay.
But he's based in Shoreditch.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And we should definitely hook you up with a studio visit.
I'd love to go there.
He's incredible. So I manage the community for his PFP project, which is the Lobstars. Really, really interesting project. But metaverse activations has been something where we've really been scratching our head about, like, okay, so he's got this incredible space which gives him a permanent exhibition that you don't have to visit. You can just switch on your laptop and you can go and see it. And that was a really reaction to him in lockdown and the fact that he wasn't able to exhibit anywhere. Which is great. But now what do we do? How do we draw more people in? Like, what's the plan? What's your view about what the use case is for like Decentraland or less gaming focused metaverses?
So this is actually really cool, because this actually explains what I do.
Yep.
So apart from Metaverse Week, when it comes to NFT incubation, the one thing I use to draw communities together to eventually help them sell out, apart from collaborations or working their smart contracts, is community management.
Right.
And the one thing a lot of them all have in common is they like games.
Okay.
So to tie the community together, instead of just always doing Twitter spaces, we did spaces in the Discord.
Yes.
And we would go into the VC channel, and I would take them on a tour of Sandbox, take them on a tour of Decentraland.
I do this in Lobsteropolis.
Yeah, we definitely have to hook up. Then I would, we'd either play games or like that, we went to watch a movie. Yeah. Take them to concerts, introduce them to the DJs that I know.
Amazing.
Bring them to all the events.
Yeah.
Some of them don't log on and do it. Some of them just watch and like, wait, how is this working? Some of them think you need to have this and that. And I'm like, no, just click the link, make an avatar, let me know when you've done it, and I'll meet you at such and such coordinate, which isn't still really weird. But
so there's an
cool.
amazing use case, right? Yeah. You can be here in London.
Yep.
Someone can be in the United States. They can be in India. They could be on the moon if they've got Wi-Fi.
If they have.
And they could join you in a shared space for a shared experience.
Which is really, really cool.
So
I love that.
That's quite profound. And yet, we don't really talk about that in the space. We talk about wallets and mana, which is the currency in Decentraland, and all of these things. And I think it kind of makes it a little less appealing, which is something that I think you and I and everyone here at NFT.London really need to work on. Like, how do we break down the taboo, the words that really put people off joining the space and getting involved in that? Because being able to make friends and join people for an experience wherever you are in the world is an incredible thing, right?
100%.
Yeah.
One way I find that we can break that down is the same way everyone promotes the crypto wallets, the same way everyone promotes this new NFT and this and that, is we promote the education behind it. We promote, come and join us on a tour of Decentraland.
Sure.
So what we did I did for a community to help them grow stronger and more connected before their mint date was Sandbox launched their version 2 in March.
Okay.
And now it was playable on Mac. Yeah. I'm a Mac user.
Okay.
So I was even excited.
Yeah.
So from the 1st of March to the 31st, every day we plugged in, and some of them were games, some of them was visiting Snoop Dogg's mansion, some of them was finding this and that, and it was really cool. And we got everyone to jump on. It only started with 3 of us.
Yeah.
The group went from 34 to 3,000.
Wow.
The voice channel went from like 3 of us to 20, 30, 40, 50 of us all playing at the same time.
That's amazing.
Now, the downside is, at that version, you couldn't all jump in the same server. So you just jump in.
So, However, let's just very quickly stop there and break that down. So that is essentially the same thing that you're looking at, but because you can only have a certain amount of people in the one place at one time,
everyone's
with multiple servers that are like layers of the same thing.
Literally.
So you might have 3,000 people there, but in groups of 500.
Basically.
They can see the same thing, but they can't see one another, all of them.
And it was just a ton of fun because we were all just laughing, playing, going to this event, going to that event, and exploring the whole map.
Yeah.
And before you know it, everyone kind of already knew how to play, everyone knew what they were doing, and we had complete beginners that had never been in a metaverse game. Download Sandbox, and by the end of it, they're telling me what to do.
What were your age ranges of people that were in there? Were they predominantly?
This was funny.
Because you're a young guy, right?
Yes, I'm 24.
Yeah.
And there was people from like 16, 17,
yeah,
all the way up to like 40, 50 years old. And one of them is actually a really good friend of mine. And I actually found their age out like 2 weeks ago. They're like 45. And I'm like, wait a minute, you're 45 years old. They're like, wait, how old are you?
See, this is it, right? Have you read or seen Ready Player One?
Love Ready Player One.
Amazing,
like
right?
6 times.
But that whole idea of it not mattering who you are, where you are, you know, your ethnicity, your age, your sex, your sexual orientation, whether you've got a disability or not. It, like,
be whoever you are.
All of the barriers, all of the things that really do prohibit people, which is a terrible thing, they're dropped.
Instantly.
And you're able to go in there and it's about, do you connect on a shared interest and on whether you're a good person or not? And that's it.
This is what I love about this space, because whether it's NFTs, whether it's metaverse, crypto, the one thing about going online in these virtual worlds is I see these virtual worlds as Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah.
Because no one's looking at what designer you have or this. They're like, wow, your character has wings. Where did you get this from?
Sure.
Or you have a halo on your head, or you're floating like a Buddha.
Yeah.
And you start talking, you start connecting, and before you know it, you're having genuine conversations about your family, about trips that you've been on. Either typing to each other, culture, through voice, and you start making really great friends. Like before this year, I knew no one in Australia. So half my network now is from there.
Really?
Yeah, literally. I love these guys.
Amazing.
So
well, look,
it's been good.
I think we could talk all day, but I'm conscious of your time. Have you enjoyed the event?
Love the event so far.
Brilliant, okay.
Really like
well, look, it's been really good chatting with you, really good connecting with you. We should do it again.
I love this.
Thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you.